Over 20 years since it was first released in 1998, Resident Evil 2 is finally getting a remake. It's out this month, and we got some of our finest to sit down and tell us exactly what this game means to them.
This game has had such an impact on my life, as it has for many. Back when I played the demo, which is kind of something I can't remember if I got it like in a magazine or whatever, but I just remember playing it and being so scared. So scared to the point that it took me quite a few times before I actually finished it, but once I did, I knew I wanted more.
My love for Resident Evil started back in '96, when I got the first game for Christmas. Now, technically I was probably too young, because it was a 15 and I was 13 at the time, but I don't care.
In '98, when I got this copy, this is the exact copy I had, I looked at this cover, I just went, oh Jesus Christ. I looked at the back, and everything about the back of this is not pleasant. It says, can you survive the horror? It has the story, and then these 8 screenshots that are just like, nothing is nice. Nothing is nice there. It's all just fire, angry zombies, blood, like, I don't know.
Resident Evil 2 specifically, it made me terrified, and not scary, but just terrified. You didn't know what was coming next. You were always looking around the next corner, petrified you were going to see something that you didn't want to see.
I remember when the demo came out for Resident Evil 2, and I just played that so much. Like, you had 10 minutes, I think it was, and you just had sort of free reign of the beginning of the game, and you just try as hard as you could to get, just that little bit further, just to see that little bit more of the game. And I played that over and over again. Just too much.
But I wanted it, and the thing was, this is the game. I think when I finished it, it was the deciding factor of how much I loved horror. Everything about it was just so good to me. Like, I do think this game is pretty much perfect in my eyes. And now we're getting a remake in a matter of days.
Then when it finally came out in '98, me and a friend bought it together, like half each, and we each took a disc home, finished that, then swapped discs, played the other scenario, and that was great. But I mean, we played the first game together as well.
Resident Evil 2 specifically was the first kind of horror game that I got to play and got to see. I missed the first game when it came out, so 2 was the first game I played, so it means a lot to me to see it come back as a remake.
Once we both finished it and everything, my mum actually gave me the money so that I could buy my friend out of the game, sort of thing. I owned it myself, which kind of has special meaning for me as well.
But the kind of main thing it did was make games scary and show that there was more with platformers and stuff like that. It was the next level of gaming.
One of the things that I loved about it was the fact that it was different to the first game. Yes, it played the same in many respects, but it was stuff like the way the characters crossed over, and then you had all the extra characters, and you had the dual scenarios.
It woke me up, and it was exhilarating, and it kind of opened my eyes to video games at such a young age, and kind of I just fell in love with it, and I can't wait to see that the remake's coming out. And I already know how it looks in some aspects of the game from back in the day, but just to play it from start to finish, to remind myself of all those moments that I fell in love with, and everything about it, basically.
When it was announced, you're definitely, like, the excitement is real when you hear the announcement, but you have all these questions, and there's so many questions, like, how is it going to look? How is it going to control? Is it going to be as scary? Is it going to really nail the moments?
The level of excitement for Resident Evil 2, this remake, is just, I mean, it's through the roof, and I think every one of us, more or less, at the site is looking forward to this game.
I think this is going to deliver. I really do. I think the demo was incredibly well done. I think it's super intense. There wasn't a lot that I could criticise at all.
So many great moments. The alligator, that was fantastic. Meeting Ada and her story. William and Sherry Birkin, just everything about it was just fantastic, and I'm so happy that they're making it again.
Cinematic for when William Birkin's transformation was like introduced, and you see kind of what happened with the G virus. That scene was still cool today. Like, it doesn't look that great now when you go back and like watch it, but I hope that is in the new game. Like, keep it as similar as possible, but obviously update the visuals.
I'm very curious to see how many people out there, is this going to be their first time experiencing Resident Evil 2, and will it have just as big an impact as the original did for many of us?
And I hope it's as good as it can be.
The remake's out on January 25th for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and we would love to hear what you think about the original, your memories, and how excited you are about this remake. Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.